All right, so what's been going on is, well, what we've been doing lately is we've been trying to... So, anyway, what we've been working on lately, haven't been taking a ton of video, haven't posted a video in a while because I wanted the next video to end with us being done with the deck. Because everyone's tired of seeing the deck. We're tired of working on the deck. But it's just been going so slow. We applied an adhesive that was supposed to fill some of the imperfections and it didn't cure. I don't know why. It's not even one that you have to mix, so it's not like we mixed it wrong. Didn't cure. We waited for a few days to see if it would, which were like days lost, and it never did. So then we had to grind it out, which made even bigger dips and imperfections, and then fill those with fiberglass Bondo. And that didn't cure either. And at that point, I was so angry and frustrated. And, you know, we waited a couple days for that to cure too. A couple days lost. And in between there, we... Is that too loud? Yes. In between there, we went to some cool parks and saw some wildlife and tried to relax while we were waiting for stuff to cure anyway. So I got some fun footage of some of that. So anyway, that's what's been going on. We're supposed to gel coat tonight, so I can't imagine that there'll be more deck video. So there's a lot that's not deck in here. Pretty much didn't bother filming any of the sanding or anything this time around because you guys already know what that looks like.
Time to start taking more hatches off. Ugh. Flatheads, man. The hatches are all pulled up with the frames all loose. And exciting thing is that Steven showed me how to Bondo today. So over here on these corners are some of my very first Bondo work. I think it turned out pretty good. And over there too. We just have to fill some more holes, and that'll be it.
I'm going through and just flaking off those loose flakes so that we can come through and fill these spots where it's chipped out and sand it and be ready to have a smooth coat on top without any big loose flakes underneath. So we're thinking about trimming it off flush with the deck and then putting a modern ventilation fan on each of those.
Whoa. That was unexpected.
Lipstick.
Wow. Oh, gross.
Let's vacuum it and then grind it down. I have to admit I was super nervous about doing this because I thought it was going to take a really long time, but in like less than 5 minutes we're like already there, so I think it was probably a good call. It's about time to switch over to the sander. If I keep trying to work it with this, I'll be doing more harm than good. Do this one, and then we'll bust out the sander.
Alright, so these are the things we just took off the top, and we're going to use the fiberglass in them to patch separate holes.
We'll show you the holes in a moment.
Nice. So this here was a fan hole that we don't want anymore. It's a bit unnecessary. So this is the piece he just cut out. We're gonna line it up there and then put another layer of fiberglass on top to really smooth everything out.
It fit perfectly before. Why is it not fitting now? Hammer! Quick, I need the hammer. I tapped it down just a little too far. Thank you! Cool. So I'm just gonna kind of like periodically put lines on it and just work it over all those cracks.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Excellent work. So, patching up these holes right here. And I patched another hole over there. The ducks just freaked out.
It wasn't.
And now we know why. That's the first time we've seen an alligator at our boat. He's a little guy. But that's pretty cool.
Oh, look at how beautiful he is.
He's a cute little guy. Cool, there he goes. We found a turtle. Seems like he's so vulnerable right there. Like, if I was a snake, I would be scared a bird was gonna get me if I was hanging out right there. Dude, he's just like right there. Right now we're on the way to check out the boat while it's pouring rain and see where and if it's still leaking. So the boat has always leaked, right? And we've been working on it, but we left 2 big holes open, so the way it's been raining, a ton of water would have gotten in there. And we made it before it rained too bad. Only a little bit of water came in. You can see the storm out there. There's been some pretty good lightning strikes, actually.
It's still supposed to rain a lot more overnight and early morning tomorrow.
So that bilge pump is going to be doing work tonight. Run faster! The rain is coming!
Well, I'm glad that we beat the rain to our car. That's pretty intense. So the other day we put this adhesive down to kind of fill some of the holes in the gel coat and keep any loose flakes from coming up. You know, we used the scraper to get up any loose flakes that we could, but it's still kind of, it's just nice to have like a fresh, hard surface for the gel coat that smooths it out. But unfortunately, it didn't cure right, so I'll show you. We also filled some holes, and these are nice and hard, so somewhere between filling these holes and coming along the edge to fill these holes on the side, the adhesive went bad. See that? It's like still kind of gooey and just peels off really easy. I'm not sure what happened there or quite what we're gonna do about it yet. And then compared to these holes up here, these are, hear that, nice and hard.
Aquarium countertop. I was feeling pretty good, and then out of the blue, I just couldn't do it anymore. And I told her, I was like, I got 2 more days left of sanding and working on this deck before I gotta be done. I can't do this anymore. I've got 2 more days of working on this anyway. So now we have to do a bunch of work just to go back to where we were at when I was like, I can't keep doing this anymore. And then keep going from there. You know, I think every day I laugh at myself and think about the section in one of the first videos where I'm talking about how I think it'll take like a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks or something to do the whole deck. And now here we are like almost 3 months into it. And all we've done is the deck and we're still not done. And it's just crazy. It's getting to me. It seems like it's getting to her too. At the same time though, I feel like we really are just like, aside from fixing this whole adhesive fiasco, I feel like we really are like 2 days away from being ready to gel coat and getting the rest of the deck gel coated. And then finally being able to move on from that. I know we have a way better idea of what we're going to do for everything on the inside. Bilge pump just kicked on. That's how much water is getting in the boat. The rain's supposed to stop after tomorrow. You know, I need to get it cleaned up in here so that all the stuff that's getting soaked right now doesn't mold. I don't know. It's hard to know if you made a mistake or not, but even if I did, I can't unmistake, so I just gotta keep moving forward. I'm still optimistic that once the deck is actually gel coated, we start cruising and that at some point we just get into like a really good groove and start like making tons of progress every day. I'm still hopeful. The electrical is kind of the only thing not getting rained on right now, so even though there's a lightning storm, I'm kind of checking some of it out. I don't think that's normal. Looking down in here, there's a lot going on down in here. There's some wires, there's some pipes. I sure hope this was supposed to be touching the positive terminal. Yeah, we've really got it all in here. Hoses, wires. I just found a water heater back in here I didn't even know the boat had. You can see it back in there. So, good stuff. I'm just draining the countertop. So Savannah came yesterday and ground out all of the goopy adhesive that never cured. So we'll be going back through and filling that and filling all the little pockets and stuff like that. Today we just want to get it all down, and then tomorrow we'll come and sand, and then we'll finally be ready for gel coat on this part. I know no one believes me anymore when I say that.
Out here finishing all the Bondo everywhere along the side here. Look at that.
In a couple days though, it's gonna be looking good.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to wait a day and then we'll come back and sand it all. This is the beauty of going to the park on a Tuesday morning. Wow. See that?
I did. There were several little baby alligators down here. What's more surprising is that for how small they are, I don't see any larger alligators around.
Whoa, there's a huge spider right here. I wish I had my camera.
Just an absolutely gorgeous, peaceful day out today. Look at his cute little babies.
Oh, there's tons of toads. Oh, they're leopard frogs. He's the guardian of the frogs. I think he's a little under 6 feet.
Funny sounding little ibis.
So all the Bondo that we did hasn't cured yet. So today we went to the park and had a fun time. And right now I'm about to go try and do some fishing, and Savannah is going to use her new cheap paddleboard.
Oh.
Is it good?
Awesome.
Good.
There's a bunch of catfish over here again too.
Nice.
Oh, this is the best ever. Finishing up the last bit of sanding. Got a bunch of these little cracks all filled up, sanded down.
Someone from our sailing club came and helped us sand twice. Brought a sander, and I don't know who could even find the strength within them to do that. I hate sanding. He came and helped us twice. It was really nice. It was really cool. He was really encouraging and helpful. So that was awesome. We're about ready. It's about time to start. But our first weird issue is that our paint trays got so hot in here that they melted. So we had to go get some more paint trays. Savannah is both the powerhouse and the mastermind when it comes to mixing and applying gel coat. She does like 80% of the work. She does the rolling. I go around and touch up the corners. We're not repeating the mistakes from the first section of gel coat deliberately, but we're repeating them accidentally.
We just don't have wax, so it'll still harden. It
It'll
might
stay
be
tacky,
a
though.
tiny bit tacky, but definitely way less so than previously. Because it has all the hardener it needs, it just doesn't have that wax to get that shiny finish.
Oh no. Someone's stolen our boat and replaced it with this beautifully painted one. Overall, it looks really, really, really good. You know, anytime you paint something this big outside, there's obviously little bits of trash that got stuck in it. And since we ran out of the wax additive last night, we didn't get the final coat on all of it, just most of it. So we will go get more wax additive right now, and then tonight or tomorrow night we'll get the final bit of the final coat on. But it'll still look the same. It'll look like this. So there it is. What is this duck doing?
Is it on?
Mm-hmm. What have I done?
Built to swim, and yet somehow they do it so fast and well.
There's even an alligator right there.
Have that ready for gel coat.
Finally be ready for gel coat. Finally get this section gel coated.
And prep for gel coat and covered in gel coat, which will feel really good. Well, that was extra unexpected.